A heroin epidemic is hitting the suburbs, and young people are dying.
While hospital admissions for overdoses in Chicago are down, the most recent numbers show they're up by 200% in the suburbs. As 2 investigator Dave Savini shows us in this original report, drug dealers could be operating right in your own neighborhood.
Police Department, search warrant!
Police zeroing in on dope dealers in suburban homes. The #1 target, heroin.
You're going to have somebody come out and sell heroin to an undercover officer. So
once the boy on rollerblades clears, the deal goes down.
Black hooded sweatshirt, smoking a cigarette out of the front door.
The alleged dealer walks towards an undercover police car, selling 1.5 grams of heroin to an undercover cop for $200.
There's supposed to be a whole ton of people in the house. Lots of little kids.
This undercover officer and mom is part of a Joliet narcotics unit which has seized millions of dollars worth of heroin in just the last year. The drug is taking a toll. Last year, 53 people died from heroin in Will County, up from 17 in 2008. A 212% increase in deaths.
I think a lot of our society is unaware of our heroin epidemic and the fact that one time can kill someone.
You dealing drugs right in this neighborhood next to a school and church?
The alleged dealer, Edward Peterson, was busted last week for selling heroin from this Joliet home.
You know what that drug is doing to kids?
I hate heroin.
Caroline Casina says her son John got hooked on heroin while a junior at Naperville's Neuqua Valley High School.
It took my only son and my beloved boy.
He started using it his junior year, eventually buying it on Central Avenue in Chicago just off the 290 expressway and selling it in the suburbs.
Very frightening.
So he would sell the heroin out here to feed his own habit.
There was a period of time he was doing that.
It's widely used throughout Lake County. It's causing a lot of overdoses, a lot of deaths.
In Lake County, the sheriff recently created a new drug unit.
We're driving past a school, and we're about how far from the drug house with the heroin?
I'd say 6 or 7 blocks.
Heroin makes up more than half their cases, and the death toll is rising. 35 last year, up from 8 in 2008. A 338% increase.
I tried warning my kids about it.
Ken Chiakis' 17-year-old daughter Stephanie, an honor roll student at Crystal Lake South High School, died in March of a heroin-related overdose. Last year, there were 16 similar deaths in McHenry County.
It's the worst feeling in the world. I don't want anybody to ever feel this pain.
A great place to raise the kids.
Yep, beautiful.
She says her son had to move away from Naperville to get away from the drug. He returned home after 6 weeks of being clean. The very next day, she found him in his room, dead from heroin.
I will think about him every moment, every breath.
Where John Casina died in DuPage County, there has been a 48% increase in heroin deaths since 2008. Cook County does not track heroin deaths. Heroin is more potent these days and often is snorted instead of injected, so you won't see track marks. One national survey says every year 34,000 12 to 17-year-olds try heroin for the first time. Heartbreaking for these parents. An addictive drug.
And the numbers are growing, too. Do the authorities feel like they're able to put a dent in it at all?
Well, they're creating all these drug units now to go after heroin. It's really bad out there.
And heroin more than other drugs?
Yes, more than other drugs. And Sunday night at 10, we're going to have more on that and some things you can do.
Oh, good.
Oh, excellent.
I'm sure people will appreciate that. All right, Dave.